Hey guys, just wanted to update you on what we did with the car. We finished cutting this out, the old piece, and that is right there. So there. So we're just working on getting the new piece ready. We grind down the old spot welds so the new panel will fit flush. So that's all looking good. I had to pound a dent out right here in the firewall, like right there. There's a little dent from the accident. We decided to save this piece over here, keep it original. We sandblasted it and it looks a little rough, but with some filler we'll make it smooth again. You won't see a lot of that anyway. So anyhow, here's the new piece. We started trimming. We're gonna work on that this morning. Finish that up. Okay. There's the Hellcat. We'll do a video of that soon. We got the exhaust on that. Sounds great. No cats. But today we were working on the Cuda. And I have my Cuda shirt on for this. It has the AAR strobe stripe. But you'll see my brother, my father, and I all working on this car that we've had in the family for like 45 years. Really, my dad bought it in 1974. So anyways, we're trying to finish this corner up of the cowl because it was, again, smashed in the passenger side. There was a brace here that the cowl is here and the brace here that kind of mangled up this cowl. We even had a paintless dent repair guy come and try to do work on this because this was crinkled down in. Must be from an impact here, maybe pushed this down a little, but we got it out most of the way. I think we're gonna leave that just for character. It's not really affecting anything else, so I think it'll be cool. Can't get it out much more than that anyways without doing more cutting and welding, so we're not gonna do that. We have this piece right here. We did buy a patch panel, a cowl, an entire cowl, and we cut a piece off, but it does not fit as good as this original one. And the original one was cracked here. We've been welding on the backside to make that nice, and it was mangled up. I have been hammer and doweling this. You can see the brace they used to attach things back in the day instead of welding. There's a little brace that goes here where the gold is on the side and the front. It goes over to the strut tower, or shock tower rather. This thing fits pretty good. I really got to stop touching on my big hands because the oil's on your hands and the salt and the moisture will rust these things. We'll get it taken care of. We'll make sure it doesn't rust. But anyway, this fits really good. You'll see my father, my brother, and I here soon. We're going to work on this and try to get that welded or at least tacked in. But we have some work to do before then. I've got to grind some of this down. Grind this down, get the gaps right. Okay, so we'll get to work. Okay, so here we are just trying to fix a dent that's on the top of that cowl. We're using the pry bar. We can't reach up in there with a hammer or anything to knock it up out of there. Just before we weld, we want to do that while we have the space available. Okay, here we are with the hammer and dolly. We're just trying to get the dent that's in the front of that firewall out. It's just a small one. And then right here is the cowl that has a dent in a couple dents right in the front of it. And it looks like the body shop back in the day used a hammer to move some metal around, and they put a few dents in it. We're just trying to smooth them out before we weld this up. Pretty close. Huh? It's gotta go. We're just still smoothing the front of the cowl out a little bit more, and then we find a hole that we're not sure if it's factory or not, so we want to determine that, because if it isn't, we're going to weld it up right now while it's easy to get to. I don't know if that's a factory and we decide in the end that it is a factory. I guess we better find out. We'll weld it up.
Not worried about it right now. Let's do this other thing. We'll do that. It's just a hole. We'll fix that.
I don't know if that's original or not.
There's a hole right here.
I don't know if it's back. This is all bent.
Oh, it's something pulled on it. Listen.
We don't know if it's factory or not.
We don't know it's not.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We need to find out.
It looks like a pretty clean cut to me.
I say so too. I don't think it's anything I did.
There's one right here.
That one here don't have any in it?
Too low?
They don't have anything in it over there?
That one, you can't go by that. You gotta go by that.
This is, right, tell you what that holds. That holds your hoses. It's got almost, it's like this here, okay? Almost bent. It goes right through there and it holds the hoses. Okay, that's what that does, alright? So, this is a factory hole. It's too clean cut.
Maybe.
Alright, what are you gonna do here?
I don't know. I think it's pretty good there.
Right there. Oh, get that one, and that one. Give me those three right now. Do this one.
Too hot.
Where?
It's hot.
You doing both?
Oh, I just did one.
We're gonna do this.
Do you want to wait till we get the piece?
Why? You gotta weld it up anyway.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
Wall it to the back.
This is going on the car.
I know. Alright.
How are we gonna weld it to the back when it's on the car?
I think we're better off using a little piece of sheet metal and weld it.
Why?
Try it.
Just cut a little chunk off.
See what you can do with that.
You can fill it. That's the same size as that hole I filled over there.
I want to show you something. I know, but it will be faster.
How?
So I was just saying that I would cut out little round circles, like punch out some pieces of metal to fill those round holes that we cut with the spot weld cutter to get that panel off the car. And I thought it might be faster to do it that way, and easier and better. So that's why you see that little magnet right there. It's holding those little round pieces in that I've cut out, punched out. So we're trying not to get the metal too hot and warp it. We're moving the welder around to different locations. We're also checking for pinholes, and that's what the light is for. We're just trying to make sure we weld everything up really good and solid. I think we use compressed air too to cool the welds if we need to do some that are close to each other. Guys, to fill a hole, I've been cutting a piece of metal scrap to fill it and then weld it up. Works a little better. Okay guys, we got this all cleaned up, welded up, all the holes are gone. We had to put some weld through primer on it so it doesn't rust, but backside's kind of ugly because we don't need it to look nice. We'll finish grinding these down later, these welds. But anyway, there it is. It goes right there. Hey guys, here we are on the Cuda again tonight, and we are going to try to weld this piece in. This is the passenger cowl panel, and we saved this thing. It was one of the original pieces of the car. It was mangled, but we had to weld up some holes and straighten out the best we could. Weld up some cracks in the inside. And we're going to weld this on the car tonight. So we're preparing the surfaces right now for welding.
Huh?
My brother, and my dad, one at a time. We're all here. So here we are, just trying to get everything to fit really good, real tight. That's why I'm using the hammer and all the clamps. We want it to come out. You know, the more prep you do, the better it's going to be when you go to weld it. We really like those little clamps that hold the two pieces of metal that are going to be butt welded together at a perfect spacing. You can find those at, luckily, your neighborhood Harbor Freight for cheap, and they work really well. So we're going to try to get this metal level. The two panels right there that are joining in that little spot where you don't see any weld right now are not lined up with one another on the horizontal plane. And that's important because if you can get them almost perfectly flat, when you weld it and then you go to grind it, it's a much better finished product. So always try to do that. And we had to get a little creative here with this bar stock and bend it just right to get up in there. But that's what you have to do sometimes.
Say that before.
Ready? You doing it? Push back here further if you can. I can't see you.
You're just a little bit further towards us. Right there, probably. Yeah.
I don't have any leverage. Oh no, just do what you did. Yeah. No, what you just did.
You gotta put a piece of board on it.
It does. No, where you just had it before was fine. Can't see because your fingers are in the way. There. Feels better. Do you want a piece, this little piece? I can hold it. Yeah.
It'll just melt off.
Let me see if I can jump it.
It'll just melt off there and weld it.
You're not gonna hold that and do that.
I will with my finger. With my glove on.
I can hit that, I think, right here.
Just a little bit low there still. Am I just seeing things? Just put that piece of wood underneath so you get some leverage.
It is in there.
Put the bigger one in, maybe.
Stick it in.
It'll be right there. Trust me, it's up. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back. We are on the next day of the Cuda. The stitching or the welding came out pretty good last night. We have some more to do. We made this panel fit pretty nice. We're still working on that, but so we did some little tricks here. I'm making a little piece to outline that because it was rusted out away there, but you'll see what I'm doing in the future. I've made a little piece there to just kind of continue that seam up through. The rest we can fake with a weld, and I've got to make one there too, I think. But I just cut little strips of metal. That's pretty cool. But anyway, we're gonna work on this in a little bit and try to finish that up. So we're gonna look for pinholes right here. He's got the treble light down into the cowl. It's shining up, and we're gonna shut the shop lights down, and he's gonna mark where he sees light coming through for pinholes. He will pretty much always have these. This works really good to find them and then weld them up. My brother really wanted to shut the shop lights off and let the treble light shine through when he welds so he can see the pinholes easier as he goes along that seam with the mask on, with the helmet on. There is so much welding here. Just takes a while. You got to keep it cool, but take your time. Good morning, guys. Just wanted to give you an update of what we did last time. And this is the work we got done the other night. Just got to finish a few grinding welds, and might have to spot weld a couple little tack welds here and there, but we're close. You can see that seam where we welded. Looks pretty good. That's just metal work. We didn't put any filler in there, so it came out pretty good for just metal. Yep, checked for pinholes behind here. It's tough to not have those when you weld, but I'll show you what we'll put over them too. Well, we're gonna get started on the car today.